The evolution of beauty throughout the years in different cultures is something that is not only astonishing to observe, but it also tells a story, if you allow it to. Hair specifically is one of the most beautiful things possessed by every culture, each having their own take on style, preference, and beauty standards. Being that I am an African American myself, I only find it fitting to speak on the culture of black hair. Today, I'm not able to have braids for you, but I do have a packet of braiding hair for your viewing instead. According to the Rich History of Braids, an article by Amplify Africa, braiding has been weaved into the DNA of black culture for generations. For many black women, getting their hair braided serves as a rite of passage. Today, I am going to share with you all the importance and value of braiding hair in black culture historically, as well as explain to you how I connect with the culture personally. And lastly, I will identify the use of braiding hair in black culture today. The braiding of hair has been around for centuries, specifically in Africa, even before written history. In African societies, braiding was a cultural tradition that allowed for a sense of community as well as social bonds. This sense of community lived on through those that were brought through the slave trade, and it's one of the few traditions that remained despite the unfit Eurocentric conditions. According to the History of Black People Braiding Their Hair, an article by Dope Black in May 2023, in the United States, during the era of slavery, enslaved black people often faced restrictions on their appearance and grooming. However, hair braiding persisted as a form of cultural resistance and preservation. Enslaved women would braid each other's hair, incorporating intricate patterns and designs that not only celebrated their heritage, but also served as a way to communicate messages and escape routes for those seeking freedom. This is one of the few amazing ways that something as simple as braids could help indicate the sense of identity and culture, but in addition to that, help pave the way for black people and black culture today, signifying its importance. I personally identify with braiding because it is a hairstyle that I use frequently over the past few years. I got my hair braided for the first time when I was 17 years old. Many black girls get their hair braided beginning at very young ages, but that was not the case for me. It was never really a thought until I damaged my hair and I no longer had the desired length that I wished I did. So I turned to braiding as an alternative to regain my confidence back, but keep my hair healthy in the process as well. I grew to love braids and how low maintenance they were. The braids also aided in restoring the dead hair that I had damaged, which was a major plus. Though my hair is healthy now, I still use braiding as a hairstyle frequently because it's beautiful and I love the style. I'm able to switch it up with different colors, lengths, styles, more and more. It is honestly fun and it makes me feel more connected to my black culture as well, which is important for me. Braiding hair is used in black culture in general by the same thing, using braiding as a way to make different braids, hair colors, styles, lengths, you name it. Braiding specifically is also a way to protect curly hair, which a lot of black individuals possess. And when an individual gets braids, they are able to leave them in for at least 3 weeks, and in this time, this allows for healthy growth for curly hair. When braiding, the synthetic hair, this is the synthetic hair, is added into your natural hair. This is necessary for the longevity of the hairstyle. But it also allows for a little bit of personal flair and expression within the black culture as well. Ultimately, braiding hair has such a strong sense of historical presence that many people are not made aware of. It is important for matters of pride and expression, but it was also important for freedom from oppression and slavery. While I connect to the history just as well, my reason for braiding specifically was a little bit different. It was for me to regain my confidence. But in addition to that confidence, I was able to connect and learn more about my black culture as well. Just like how I use braiding hair, many men and women in the Black culture use it in the same way as well. They use it for expression, pride, protectiveness, and simply because it's beautiful. There are debates on whether or not braiding originated in Africa, and it is hard to say. I believe it is important to note that, but there is a strong sense of Black and African culture that rests around this certain particular braiding style. And for reasons that date back to the enslaving of our people, the stripping of countless traditions and roots, it is beautiful to recognize and appreciate something that not only stayed, but flourished in a time where it seemed impossible to do so. Thank you.